As a representative of St. Catherine Northeastern, a seat that has many ambitious, hardworking, but struggling small businesses, humble businesses, subsistent businesses, I support any framework that seeks to protect the people. Madam Speaker, I note a concern that was raised that we do not want to become so restrictive in framing the law that microfinancing institutions may not have the room to grow and thrive. But, Madam Speaker, I put it to this House that what this bill seeks to do is to erase those grievous practices and encourage wholesome business practices. Madam Speaker, I'm very happy that the member from St. Catherine spoke about some of the expectations of a member of parliament. It is very rare when we have a constituent who speaks to us about a policy or a legislation. So I've had the experience where a constituent called me and she said, MP, lend me $25,000. And I said, lend you $25,000? What happened? She said, MP, me shop. Them are going to lock down me shop, me might go jail. I said, what happened? And she explained that she got a loan. And she have to go pay it back. And I said, then you took out a loan. You must understand that you have to pay it back. And then she explained to me, MP, me did plan to pay it back. But things got bad and the loan get away from me. We better believe that there are so many of our people who are in this kind of vicious cycle of poverty. Madam Speaker, I also served on a board, and a matter that came to the board was the matter of loan sharks, where we talk about predatory practices, waiting for them at work. Many of them, they have to be hiding in the bathroom. And I also have an unpleasant experience, member, where one morning when I opened my shutter, two men actually jumped in the garage. Yes, wrong house. So they said, is this number 25? Of course, I was shaking. I said, no. So what? And they now explained the story that somebody owed them and they wanted to seize. They wanted to seize TV or... So it was really my first brush with that experience, Madam Speaker. It was scary, and it is then that I have. It was then that I had an appreciation of the agony of what many of our Jamaicans go through. Ambitious Jamaicans, and Madam Speaker, I would want us to erase the stereotype that banking is for the big man. And I encourage the big banks to somehow, in your outreach, embrace, broker a relationship with the people. Because sometimes your fees are not necessarily unfriendly, but there's a small man up in northeastern St. Catherine who believes that banking is not for him. And we have to play our role in changing that. Madam Speaker, as some banks, because I believe that it is related, as some banks are making the move to become digitized, please remember that section of our society where there may be a fallout. People who aren't on par with the latest technology. And when they hear that they have to go, they go to their bank now and they can't get maybe the service that they're accustomed to. Remember that there are those out there who may prey on this particular vulnerability. So banks not accepting cash. So what is going to happen to that farmer in northeastern St. Catherine who may not know how to transact otherwise? We have to take into consideration the fact that we are as strong as the most vulnerable amongst us. So we encourage people to ramp up education campaigns. The minister made mention that we want our people to have the option, whether they go to the bank, whether they go to a building society, or whether they choose to go to the microfinancing institution. That can only come through financial literacy. And I saw a note that financial literacy is just as important as the other basics of life. In closing, Madam Speaker, the single biggest difference between financial success and financial failure is how well we are able to manage our money. And we want a Jamaica, this administration wants a Jamaica where people learn about dollars and cents. We want our people to be able to build, grow, thrive, prosper, and make sound financial decisions, if it so pleases you.